Morning, after evening people, welcome back to the channel. So it's been 7 days since I installed the nucleus of bees into this hive. Well, technically today's the 8th day. So I installed them last Saturday and today's Saturday. I have been over and topped up that feed. So if this is the last video where I installed them, you see that I did say you've got to feed them until the brood box is 80% drawn. Anyway, there's also honey flow on, the gorse is in full flower and the weather's been beautiful. Today it's 23 degrees C and all week it's been anywhere from 18 to 21 degrees for the whole week. I will put it in Fahrenheit on the screen. So we're going to get the bee suit on, open the hive up, and we're going to see how they're getting on. Now, I'm not using any smoke today because these are very calm bees, but they could be my famous last words at AO. So we'll take the roof off first and just see how they get on with the feeder. So I did swap from my English my other feed to my English feeder, and I've taken all that syrup. Look, so they've gone through 3 litres of sugar syrup. A couple of bees still up in the feeder. Doing well. I'll bring the camera a bit closer. So what we're looking for is we're looking for these frames to be 80% drawn, and what we should do is stop feeding and put supers on, but I've got supers that need drawing. Okay, so that first frame is untouched. Second frame also untouched. That was the frame, how the nuke that's fully drawn. So I'm going to do some checkerboarding here to get those other frames drawn. So one of these undrawn frames, I'll pop it in between and drawn and undrawn. Okay, that frame is packed with uncapped honey, but a lot of it could be sugar syrup. So one side's drawn, the other side's not. They've made a good start on that. So I made a good start there, drawing that. And that side's nearly fully drawn. So I turn that frame around and put the drawn side up against the undrawn side of that frame, which will encourage them to draw that. This frame's heavy. Okay, so we've got cat brood. This is cat brood, and all this you can see here is bee bread, which is pollen, which is what the bees use to feed their brood. And around the edge there, uncapped stores, honey, or potentially sugar syrup that they've taken down. This frame again, heavy. So again, cat brood, bee bread, stores around the edge, uncapped. And the other side is the same. I can also see larvae there, which are due to be getting capped in the next few days. I can see a lot of larvae, so the queen's been busy on this frame. Just look and see if I can see any eggs. I don't know if you can see the larvae or not. I'll try and get close, see if the camera will focus. So the queen has been busy on that frame. This frame again, cat brood, larvae, and I'm notoriously bad at spotting eggs. I'm terrible at it. But I think the rest of this is probably full of eggs. Haven't seen the queen yet. This frame the same, cat brood. So that's 3 frames of brood so far. Cat brood, and again larvae. Be very gentle. You're taking these frames in and out. Oh, another heavy frame. Again, cat brood, larvae. So that's 4 frames of brood now. Cat brood, larvae. 4 frames of brood. Still no queen. There's the queen on the frame right there. You can see this frame just stores around the edges. Hope the queen's been laying. Generally what the bees will do is stores around the edge, and the queen will lay in that middle section. With her being on this frame, hopefully she's laying. So we know the queen's safely on that frame. This frame full of stores and bee bread. The other side. We know the queen's on that frame, so I'm going to be very careful with these last 2. So that was a fresh frame, nearly fully drawn. That side untouched. So I'm going to spin that around, encourage the bees to draw the other side. And this was a drawn frame. As you can see, I've not done much with it. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's half drawn. That's half drawn. So we've got almost 8 drawn frames out of 11. So I'll say we're close to 80%. I am going to give them probably a few more days just to finish getting that drawn, and then we'll think about putting honey supers on. So as you can see, I've started inspection with no smoke, and the bees have left me alone. Squeeze that last frame in. So what I say there, so 3 frames, 2 frames untouched, another 3 frames half drawn, 7 fully drawn frames. So I'd say they're close to 80%. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feed them. Again, continue to feed them for a little while. Maybe another 3 or 4 days. We'll come back, open them up again. At that point, we'll put honey supers on. I will show you how to bring those bees up into a honey super and start getting those frames drawn in that. So we're going to feed them now. Now I'm using what's called an English feeder. I'll quickly show you how it works. So basically you put the feed in there, you put this on, and the bees come up this hole and crawl down the side and take the feed, the sugar syrup. Try not to squish any bees, so you want to line it up so that that hole is accessible through the hole in your crown board. And then we're going to put our feed in there. Now these English feeds are meant to hold a litre, however they don't. They do hold a litre by volume, but if you make a litre of water with 1 kilo sugar, it comes more to a litre in volume, so it's not quite a litre. So we're going to fill it up as much as we can to the very top. So on top of there being a honey flow on, I've been watching the foragers come in and out for the 20 minutes or so that I was here before I started filming, get my bee suit on. So they were on the honey. And then what you do is just pop your lid on. This is the feed I was using previously, but it was leaking. I am going to strap them down, so it does get windy here, even in the middle of summer. We're expecting a thunderstorm tonight, early hours of the morning, so I don't know how much the wind will pick up. It's always best just to strap them down, it doesn't do any harm. So there we go. You can see, I'd say they're getting close to 80% drawn. Let me know in the comments what percentage you think of that's drawn. If you want to see the video where I installed these a week ago, I'll put it up here. Now, if you want to see more beekeeping videos and gardening videos and want to see how this colony are getting on, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.